Anytime I go to a range, indoor or outdoor, I always bring good eye protection and ear protection. There is a medical kit standing by in case of any accidents or boo-boos, and all safety protocols are observed. Stopping out here at TK Guns today. This is an old sign. He's never had it redone. He just let it age gracefully. We're going to go inside the shop and we're going to meet Tony. Here, we got up to the door of TK Guns and Weapons. Isn't that a beautiful sign? Firearms welcome. My right to have them, not your right to take them away. All right, let's go in and see if Tony's in here. Hey, Tony.
What's going on?
What are you doing today?
Working on building a AK.
Tony is the owner of TK Firearms and Guns, and he is a master gunsmith. I believe you're what, class 3?
Yes.
Yes, class 3, which means he can do about anything he wants to do. Well, we're going to go out here on his range today, and we are going to do the 1,000-round test of the primers. And he has been gracious enough to let me and Ms. Hotshot to go out on his range and do this today, and film in a little different location. All right, my pupils, we're going to let Tony get back to what he's doing because he is a busy, busy man. So, we'll be back in just a few with some pew-pew. Well, my pupils, we're out here on the range. We're going to be testing out these primers. We've got 1,000 rounds loaded up. I've got the magazines full. Out here at TK Firearms. You see here, just got to shoot a little back 40 range here. I think it's kind of cool. Got some other stuff in the weeds. It's just been buried for a while. So we came out here. We're going to clear off this 1,000 rounds. I loaded up all the Glock magazines I had. So I've got some fun sticks here. It's a 40-round fun stick here, as well as some standard size Glock 17 aftermarket mags, stock mags with magazine extensions on them. And today we are wearing the Earmor Ear Pro. I'm really loving this ear wear. You know, for just a little over 50 plus doll hairs, rechargeable case, compact size, really great. The firearms we're going to be using for this test are the Ruger PC Carbine and the Glock 17 that has been eBayized by me. I don't have any rear sights on this Glock, but we're just shooting some rounds through it and we're just going to see how these primers perform. So let's see how the Servacio primers do with 1,000 rounds. All of today's primers, as well as any projectiles, we got some 124 grain. I believe these are Armscore 124 grain hollow base. Then we have some extreme target hollow points. They're all loaded with 4.3 grains of Shooter's World Ultimate Pistol with Servacio primers. So let's just get to shooting. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to fast forward through all the shooting parts of it just to get it done, just so you don't have to watch me shoot 1,000 rounds, okay? So hang on, we're going to get some stuff loaded up and start our shots. We're going to start off with the Glock 17, one in the chamber, locked in. Let's see how these primers perform. Well, my pupils, shot through 1,000 rounds. Had a couple failures. Man, the Glock didn't like some of those loads. My PCC, haven't shot in a long time. It's probably running it pretty dry, but I got through them. But this is what I got that didn't fire. These were light primer strikes. In the Glock, I do not change striker springs. They are all stock. In any firearm I do, striker spring is always left stock, even if it comes with another striker spring. I just don't change them. So, I'm still getting used to this external microphone, so if I go in and out kind of loud and soft, sorry about that. I'm used to having to talk loud because of not having external microphones. But I'm going to reload these into a magazine, and I'm going to give them a second chance. These are the Servacio primers. Now, I don't know if it was the primer or if it was me. I loaded 1,000 rounds. I got it done pretty quick. I hand primed every piece, so there is a possibility I did not seat deep enough. But as you can see on these, there's a light primer strike. Not changing any striker spring pound weightage. Should have had no problems with this. But we're going to finish loading these up, and we'll take some last shots. And the ones that do not go off are, I'm going to call, a complete failure for Servacio primers. As I said, I do not change striker spring weights in any firearm I have. I just don't do it for reliability reasons. So I got these and 3 more. We're going to go through them and see if they work. We're going to use the Glock again. Oh, there it goes. Let's see if he doesn't go off on a second strike. Yes? No. So that's 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Got those last 3 I had over here in the basket. Failure. Well, that's it. So I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 primers that did not go off out of 1,000. Not bad. What's that? 1.01%, something like that. 1.001% off the top of my head. As you see, we let it rain out here. Let it rain. Nice, nice to be out here in a little countryside, little back corner of a field, shooting stuff. This hot shot's cleaning up some of that brass. And that was 1,000 rounds, my pupils. You know, that's a lot. That'll give you a trigger finger. All right. we'll go back on the bench and talk a little bit about this. Look at those primers a little closer. And I'll see you in a minute. Well, we're back here on the review bench, and I brought those pieces of cartridges with me. Now, I had some failures to feed, failures to eject. I lubed the Glock up really good, cleaned it. The PCC, I threw some lube in it before I left the house, and I don't know why I had issues with it. Don't know, but you see it in the video. Everything's fast forward in there, you know, with me shooting, because, man, 1,000 rounds, man, that stuff really gave me trigger finger. Let me tell you what. We did it all quite quick, too, quite quick. But I brought those rounds. Now, each one got a double strike, just to be sure that I didn't misseat the primers. Now, some went off, 11 did not. We had 11 failures. Now, the primers are seated just fine. I mean, I can feel them just fine. But you can see there, each one was struck, and each one was struck twice. So we had 11 not go off out of 1,000 rounds of the Servacio primers. Now, that's only a 1% failure rate. 10 out of 1,000. That's not bad. That's not bad. 1% failure rate is not bad on small pistol primers. Would I buy them at the price they're at? Yes. Yes, I would. Yes, I will. I will be getting them from my work. Republic Ammunition we have plenty of them. We have, I think, a million coming in, something like that. So we're going to have a regular supply of them. But while I was out there at my buddy's shooting, I got something over here, 2 of those things that I'm going to be doing a review on. So we'll get that set up and get a review done on these 2 particular items over here. I think you will enjoy both of them. Both are rare occasions to run across in the wild. And he's giving me these on loan. Now, he's also offered his entire arsenal to me on loan. So I am going to have a new firearm to review for quite a while. Something different, something new, something old, something historic, something rare. He has quite the collection. So I'm going to be previewing and reviewing everything he'll let me bring. And he said whatever I want to do. So I'm going to have to make a new playlist for this series here on the loaners. All right, my pupils, you seen it. There it is. 1,000 Servacio primers, 11 failures. Not bad. Not bad at all by any standards. You know, I bought CCIs, I bought Winchester, I bought Remingtons, and I've had the same failure rates out of those. You know, 1% is not bad. That is forgivable in a primer brand. All right, my pupils, thank you very much for watching all of this nonsense today. I always appreciate you, and always remember to keep blowing that smoke.